Hey everyone, welcome back to Crewsgarden. Today's episode we're going to be working in the greenhouse. I've had this greenhouse for 2 years. It's a Ecodome style 10 by 13, 130 square feet. Made here in Canada. I will put the company that I ordered it from in the description if you're interested in picking up one of these. Not being sponsored by them, I'm just saying how great this greenhouse is. That's it. It's not sponsorship. They don't even know I'm saying this about their product, but it's a great product. It's a double zinc coated frame. There's various ways to do a foundation. I chose to go with 6x6 pressure treated posts. Just simple, easy, and get it done. It's got 2 doors, front and back. Camera's at the first door that I walk through the path and go through the front door. The idea is to go through the greenhouse, out the second door, and then through the path, through the squash garden, and to various other places in the garden. That's going to take a little while to get finished, but you know, nothing's done real quick in life anymore, because you know the old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. The doors have dual windows, both of them, so if it gets really hot, just drop one down, get some more airflow, and if it's really hot, you can open the top one to get the hot air out from the top of the greenhouse, because you know hot air rises. I've ordered an extra 2 windows that do not come with the kits. They're an additional add-on. They're a little challenging to cut in, but they're worth it. They're heat piston driven windows, which means that the pistons are wax filled. Once it reaches to about 25 Celsius, 30 Celsius in the positive, they expand and opens up the window. Once it cools down outside and cools down the greenhouse, they shut again. So they're automated, which is great. And the location that I chose for my greenhouse is pretty much direct sun all day, but that's the choice I made, and I kind of enjoy that, and I kind of dislike it because it gets so hot in here. I have to have the fan system going sometimes. You're probably wondering why there's nothing in here. I'm working on the floor today. It's been a dirt floor for 2 years, and I'm tired of weeds and grass growing up and trying to clean all that up every now and again throughout the summer. So I've decided to put some ground tarp down after I leveled it out. And I've been finding flagstone all over the property. I've already started laying it out. I'm going to chalk number it so I know where I want them to go back after I put the limestone screening down. So I chose that method because, for one, I forgot the limestone locally, and I found the flagstone on the property, so it just saves cost. Hopefully it's going to look really good. It's not going to be extremely level like a concrete pad, but it will do the job for what I need to do. There's other things I'm going to be doing with this greenhouse, possibly putting in a sprinkler system, so I'm not having to carry in a hose through the door or watering buckets. Keep the humidity within optimal levels is my goal. I might put LED lighting system in here eventually, maybe in a year or two, just for the early season around March when I start the seeds for germination. So anyways, there's going to be a couple videos to this one that I'm going to attach. I'm going to splice them together. I'm not going to do like a fast forward video, because I don't really enjoy those, and I don't think many people do. It kind of gets boring. So I'm going to cut out for now, and I'll add on the other videos once I get a little bit more done in here and just kind of put it together. And I hope you enjoy this episode, and hope you like what I do. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do, and tell a friend if they're into gardening. If you want to see some of the quick reels, you can always check out my channel on Instagram, Crewsgarden, and you'll see a lot more that's been happening since I've been gardening this year and before I started the YouTube channel. So check out Crewsgarden on Instagram, like and subscribe to YouTube if you don't mind. I'd really appreciate the support. And I'm going to get going on the floor, and I'll see you in a few hours. Hey everyone, back again. So second part of the video for today, I finished putting down all the flagstone as much as I could find on the property, and I got this screening, limestone screening. That was my local hardware store, and I've put the garden tarp down like I mentioned, flagstones down, and how I'm going about putting the screening down, pretty simple. Let it open, and then I'm just dumping it. These style brooms I find to be the easiest. I tried your house broom or whatever it's called, the synthetic stuff, and just sweep it into the cracks. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. All right, just move it around. Fills in all the cracks. And yeah, it's flagstone, so it's going to be a bit wobbly. Even though I level out the ground and put this down, and then the tarp, and then flagstone, and now I'm putting another bunch of limestone screening down, it's still going to be a bit wobbly until the new screen that's going between the cracks settles. Go over it with a hose that will harden it a bit. And yeah, it should look really good. I think it's going to be fantastic. I hope you guys like it. And then I'm going to go get the benches, put them back in. I'm a little out of breath. Sorry, it's hot in here. And put the benches back in, bring the cooling system in. And then I'll be bringing in the pepper plants back from outside because we are getting cooler nights now already, even though it's only July. It's just the weather this season is just all over the place. It's super hot and it's cooling down at night where you need sweaters. It's very unusual. So I hope that this turns out well enough to fulfill the purpose I needed to fulfill. But yeah, it's not bad. Like, if you can find flagstone even on Facebook or Kijiji, someone getting rid of it, it's a good option. It's kind of expensive to do like a concrete pad, and I know some gardeners like to use just sand for their greenhouse, but I don't really want to deal with weeds, so I'm hoping this really cuts back on the weeds. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll do another part to this video, third part when it's finished and rinsed off, and give it a round tour and see what you think. So thanks for tuning back in, and stay tuned for part 3. If I can turn this off with the gloves. Oop, nope, can't. Sorry, folks. All right, see you soon. All right, part 3. So, got all the silk screening down and swept it in, gave it a rinse, and what that does is it kind of pushes all the powdery sand part of the silk screening instead of all the pebbles into all the cracks and lets it settle, and takes a little bit of the wobble away. I did get a bit of pooling in one corner after I rinsed it, and I was kind of expecting that because the water's got to go somewhere, and having it graded to, you know, one side or one corner, it's not so bad. Drained pretty quickly, but it's still pooled, so I might put a little bit more screening down on that side and let the stones come up a bit, and then do the process one more time. But I think it's looking pretty good. You know, I'm not a professional at flagstone floors, but for a first shot, I think it turned out pretty good. So let me know what you think. I will probably get the benches in here tomorrow, and then I'll throw out that video on the peppers, as I mentioned in yesterday's episode. Yeah, I appreciate all the support, everyone. Like, we've gotten, I think, almost 500 views in total with some of the videos. And it's kind of strange because, like, Instagram will say that the YouTube channel is getting so many views, and then YouTube will tell me that the videos are getting so many views. But in total, I think yesterday's video hit, I think, almost 50 views in like 12 hours. It's not bad for a new YouTube channel. Anyways, I really do appreciate the support, everyone. And if there's anything else that you have questions about other than peppers and spicy zucchinis and squash, let me know. I'm happy to answer if I have the answer. If not, I will find out and give me some feedback. I'd really appreciate it. Until tomorrow's episode, take care, everyone, and have a good evening.